What's up everyone, Howler here, coach of your Delta Gligars. Today I am bringing you the Week 1 battle for APA Academy Low Tier. We are going up against Sir Jorge De Great. Instead of doing big, long, drawn-out team builders for this league, I'm just going to quickly go over the team that I am bringing in team preview. I should have Jorge's team pulled up to list off to you right now. His team is going to be Bronzong, Chandelure, Cryogonal, Alolan Executor, Phalanx, the last two being like his two favorite Pokemon ever, Orbeetle, Quagsire, Raichu, Tyrantrum, Volibee, and Galarian Weezing. So we are bringing to this game a Violite Rhydon with Earthquake, Rock Blast, Dragon Tail, and Stealth Rocks. Dragon Tails to force out any setups such as No Retreat Phalanx. Yes, it should work, I think. Even though No Retreat means that they can't switch out, I think that moves that force them to be switched out do that. I know the red card on Araquanid does for sure because it says so on Bulbapedia. So I threw red card on the Araquanid just as because as a why not thing. I wanted to try using the item red card, so it's there. Poltergeist, Shell Smash, Shadow Ball. That's really all that I need against Jorge's team. When the Volibee is dead, everything else will follow. Yeah, so Poltergeist is super good in this game. Assault Vest Guzzlord is a really good response to Chandelure. We have Araquanid with Sticky Webs to counteract the Orbeetle Sticky Webs because my removal on this team is dog shit. Assault Vest, fairly bulky, like max HP Pissimian. We only have enough speed to outspeed zero speed Orbeetle, as in like uninvested Orbeetle. And then our Alolan Ninetales with Aurora Veil and Imprison, because the Cryogonal also gets Aurora Veil, and I do not want that thing setting up Aurora Veil of its own, because yes, I could go into Pissimian and Brick Break right away, but then there's a Chandelure that comes in and has Infiltrator and hits through my team's Aurora Veil, so I do not like that. So yeah, I don't want to allow Cryogonal to take advantage of my own weather. So that's why I put Imprison on Ninetales, and I may have Imprison on another mon on my team too, but I'll keep that secret for now. How about that? Yeah, so these games are supposed to be a little bit more laid back, so I didn't spend a crazy amount of time working on this team, but I think there's a lot of cool mons on it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Jorge's got for us. I think I've mostly got answers to most of what he's going to want to bring. I honestly think that he could probably bring every mon on his team. So I don't really know how he's going to want to build. So I'll take note of the mons that he doesn't bring. So he did not bring the Tyrantrum. He does have the Volibee, which is a little annoying. Because Tyrantrum doesn't come, that makes me want to lead with my Rhydon because I don't need it to switch into Tyrantrum. And if he leads Raichu, unless he's Life Orb, I can live a Surf or Grass Knot from it because I invested so physically, because I invested a lot in Special Defense. I didn't need too much Fizz Def for Rhydon to take on Tyrantrum. If he was banded close combat, he would have guaranteed to KO me, but then I guess I get free setup with Poltergeist in that case. So I really need to... Volibee's going to be annoying to deal with. Yeah, I knew Bronzong would come. I knew he had to bring a Steel type for the Ninetales. And he might have Aurora Veil on his Cryogonal as well. I think the only other thing that can... Well, you can defog with Volibee as well, but Volibee doesn't want to come in on Ninetales. I have quite a bit of coverage for Quagsire on my team. I have Seed Bomb on my Pissimian. I have Giga Drain on my Araquanid. I don't have Giga Drain on my Poltergeist though. yeah, we're gonna lock in. I think we got some good answers to his team here. I think the what's it called? So he doesn't have Orbeetle either, so he doesn't have his own sticky webs. I think Guzzlord is phenomenal in this game. Good luck and have fun to Jorge, and let's try to get this week 1 dub. Jorge's outfit is always crazy. La Blob is going to be Quagsire. That's not a lead I wanted to see. Oh, that's really not what I was expecting. If I saw Tyrantrum, then I was going to lead with my Passimian, and I had Seed Bomb for this thing. I don't have Toxic on this either. What do I don't have a Fantastic switch into this. I don't want to... It doesn't have Phalanx either, which is good. I didn't particularly like my Phalanx. I'll go into this thing and set up my webs. I know it's probably going to get Toxic. And maybe he'll proc my red card. Goes, hello? Excuse me? What is Iron-Tail? What is Iron-Tail Quagsire? And why would you click that against Brydon? What the fuck? Oh, I got you. Okay, he expected the Iron-Tails to come in. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. I'm just gonna throw up webs, cause why not? I don't actually really need webs against this team, if I'm being honest. I may just want to liquidation and weaken this thing. I don't really need webs. Webs was more just like backup. Yeah, fine. Dual Wing beat me. That's cool. I want to weaken this. That second hit is a crit, I think. I just want to weaken this. I need to get this thing out of here. I'm max attack, it still doesn't do a lot. If you want to roost, then Leech Life will be super effective. And I can recover HP from that. Now, maybe I should have just liquidationed again. Yeah, that was... Oh, we lived on 2. That was probably a misplay. I probably should have gone for liquidation and then Leech Life on the next turn. But I will... Oh, that's a crit, actually. That's nice. But this thing is low enough to the point where if I get a smash up with what's it called, with Poltergeist, I think I should be able to KO. Yeah, so this is gonna hit super effectively now, and I'm gonna get a lot more HP back from it too. So I should have clicked liquidation the last turn. This thing would be even lower. And he can probably still knock me out with Dual Wing Beat, actually. So, Dual Wing Beat, Roost. Do you have knockoff? Are you gonna have knockoff? I hope not. I hope you have foul play. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save this thing actually and go into my Rhydon now and get some rocks up. Dual Wing Beat again. We'll be able to scout if he has knockoff here. If he knocks off my Violate, that's honestly fine. Just want to set some hazards. Roost again. That is what it is. He won't get quite back up to full, but very darn close. And I could maybe go for a Rock Blast here. I'm not terribly attack invested, but should still do decent damage. And he's gonna defog immediately, okay. So we've seen Dual Wing Beat. So he doesn't have U-turn, we know that much. I don't have Toxic on anything on my team. That's good for this. It sucks. That sucks a lot. And we're gonna get 4 hits with Rock Blast, which is great. So he can just roost as I throw up rocks again. So I think this would be a time where I should... I actually kind of want to go into... what's this thing and knock off the Violite. If I had Toxic on something, I would go into that so I could try to Toxic this thing. This thing's really annoying. I wish I had Toxic on my Rhydon right now. Like, it was either Toxic or Dragon Tail. Yeah, I'm literally just going in this thing to get rid of its Violite, and he doesn't have a great switch into me, so... And he didn't bring Galarian Weezing either. That's really surprising. So he doesn't have a knockoff switch in whatsoever. U-turn is the last move, so he cannot really damage... He doesn't have a dark type move for Poltegeist. He doesn't have Toxic on this either. I still need to... A Blob Quagsire comes out. I can go back into my Araquanid. That does so much damage, wow. Yachi Berry. Oh, for Freeze Dry. I see you. I see you. I should be faster, but I don't have a move that can knock this out. And I need to keep this around for Chandelure, so I should go back into my Araquanid here, I think. May have Giga Drain on this. The question is, would he be unaware or would he be Water Absorb? I'm not going to click Liquidation on this thing. That's for sure. Also, Pissimian looks really nice. Ooh, Rest. Interesting. I mean, I knocked off a Yachi Berry, so it could be like Rest Sleep Talk maybe? Rest Sleep Talk Curse with Mono Iron Tail. I guess that's a possibility. Either way, I'm going to Giga Drain in case you leave this in. And you are going to leave it in. We're going to get a fat Giga Drain off, and this should... Oh, wow! That's not a 2-hit KO, so that's actually fairly Spadef invested. So I think my... Yeah, you are Rest Sleep Talk. I think my better play is to... But you don't have anything that can touch Arachnid at all. I think my better play here is going to be to Leech Life, because I know Giga Drain's not going to KO from this range, and if he brings in the Volibee, then Leech Life is a much better play. I didn't manage to knock off its Violate though, so actually maybe there I should have gone Pissimian. Because Pissimian also has knockoff. Stays in though. That's crit? That feels like a crit to me. Wow. Okay, so this thing I think is max Spadef. This has to be max Spadef. Rest. Okay, do I knock out with a Leech Life? I think I do. And I've recovered so much HP on this Arachnid, which is great. I was at 2 HP. I was at 2 HP, and now I'm like at 75%. Okay, we outspeed. Does Leech Life KO? It just does. Nice. Okay, so Quagsire is gone, and our Arachnid is really, really healthy. There isn't much that he can bring in to immediately threaten this. Like, Chandelure dies to Liquidation. Raichu can Volt Switch, I guess. But I still have my Violate on Rhydon, so I could... Clotzak is Bronzong. Okay. I don't have a problem staying in against Bronzong. If I can weaken this thing, then Ninetales looks really good. Yes, you can have rocks, but I have boots on my Ninetales. That does a lot of damage, and we get the defense drop, which is fantastic. It's going to be Iron Defense, though. Okay. Are you going to be Rest on this, too? So really, my if you're Iron Defense Body Press, that doesn't beat Poltegeist. I'm just going to continue to spam Liquidation. Gotta scout this thing set. So your leftovers, you're not going to be Culver Berry for the Guzzlord knockoff. Still does decent damage. You go for another Iron Defense. So here, I don't think you click a move that can hit Poltegeist. I'm going to pivot Poltegeist. And then I'm going to predict Volibee to come out and go into Pissimian, I think. Because I need to knock off Volibee's Violet, because that thing's really annoying. Goes for another Iron Defense, so he's going to be at +5, but I don't think he wants to stay in. Volibee's much too healthy for me to set up with this thing right now. I don't think he wants to let this thing go down, so I'm just going to double into Pissimian here. Worst case, it stays in. Oh, you did stay in. Wow. Why? You were just gonna give me that thing? Okay. That's an overprediction then. I can't do anything to this, so I shouldn't be staying in. You're not going to be able to touch. I could go Rhydon, set rocks, and then Dragon Tail this thing maybe. Kind of like that better. Body Press comes out. That might kill me. Not quite. Okay. Oh, fuck. So, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Rhydon's gonna get sacked here. I should outspeed this. I'll get rocks up before I die. Which is gonna help against the, which is gonna help chipping down the Volibee. Volibee has defog though, so... What the? Okay, Iron Defense, Body Press, Gyro Ball, Stealth Rock. It's annoying for Araquanid, but I assume you just kill me here. On the off chance you are not Levitate, I could Earthquake, because there's no point in Dragon Tailing. Yeah, no, you're going to be Levitate. I don't have a Fire type on my team, so there's literally no reason not to bring Levitate, but you never know. There is no other move. There is no great move for me to click there. So now I kind of have to go Poltegeist and click Shadow Ball. Don't really have much of a choice. So we both got rocks up. At least if Volibee comes in here, it'll take rocks, and then if it, and then it may have to take a, it may want to defog, in which case he defogs his own rocks away too. I could have just got rid of this thing. If I clicked Shadow Ball earlier, I really thought that he would want to preserve it. Now he's going to. Yeah, I don't have a choice though now but to stay in and click Shadow Ball. That's the problem. So, we'll see how much this does. He cannot... He doesn't have a Dark type move on this. Do I want to Shell Smash in front of this right now? I think if I got rid of his Violite, I could very freely Shell Smash on this. Okay, we're gonna pivot into Pissimian here because if he defogs, then I get a Defiant boost. If he roosts, then I can knock off the Violite. He does just roost. Okay, I should be faster than this, assuming he doesn't have a ton of speed investment. He doesn't really have a phenomenal switch in to. He doesn't have a great switch in to Pissimian at this point. Bronzong comes in, it's not going to be at +5 defense, so okay, fantastic. A Violite's gone. And he's just going to do a Wing Beat and he's going to miss. So I could go out into Ninetales here. I kind of like that play. You turn into Ninetales as I assume another dual Wing Beat comes out. Yeah, I honestly, so he didn't defog, right? He didn't defog. I hope he doesn't defog here. I want rocks to stay up. Okay, he U-turns this time. So Bronzong is going to come out. I'm going to be... I could go for... honestly, actually, it's not going to be... It's going to be this thing. Because he wants to copy my Aurora Veil. No, sir. Imprison! You saw the Imprison on our Poltergeist. We have Imprison on this thing as well. So you can't set Aurora Veil. Yes! Isn't that awesome? And he can't Toxic me either if he has Toxic on his set, because I also have Toxic. Catch this Toxic Cryogonal. That worked out perfectly. Oh, he has Flash Cannon though. No! I should live. I should live. Yep. That stinks. Yikes. I could go Araquanid in here, but... See, he's gonna get up Aurora Veil no matter what. That's because my Hail's not gonna go away. You know, I'm just gonna set my Veil here. It is what it is. He's gonna get his Veil up too. Because I have nothing that I can go into outspeed this. Rapid Spin actually. So he has Defog and Rapid Spin? Oh, that stinks! That stinks! Volbee's not gonna take rocks. So Aurora Veil, Flash Cannon, Rapid Spin. I guess I will... Oh, I think my Hail goes away on this turn, so the fact that he Rapid Spin there actually could help me. So I'll just get some chip off. You could go Chandelure here, I guess. That would be annoying. No, wait. Oh, because he's got a speed boost, so he's faster. But I think my Hail goes away. Yes, that's phenomenal. He can't set Aurora Veil now, and now it's time for me to pull the trigger on Poltergeist. I think that's my best play. I'm just gonna do it. I have the screens up. I know that Volibee, unfortunately, it's not going to take rocks, but at least it doesn't have its Violate anymore. So we've seen Rapid Spin, Aurora Veil, Flash Cannon, and Freeze Dry as his last move. That's going to bounce off and do absolutely nothing. We get our Shell Smash. I imagine he just lets Cryogonal die. And we get to go for Shadow Ball now, and this thing should definitely die. It's been actually a pretty long game. Surprisingly long game. So he's at +1 speed. I don't know if he's going to outspeed me. He does outspeed me. That would suck if he outspeeds me and freezes me. First body, proc, so Freeze Dry is... Can't use that, but... Okay, how many turns do I have Veil up for still? I think maybe one more turn? I think max one more turn. And I know he doesn't have a Dark type move on Volibee, so I should comfortably... And he could get Cursed Body, too. If he gets Cursed Body, that would be great. I think this is a 2... This has to be a 2-hit KO. The Imprison... So the Foul Play Imprison was just in case Foul Play was his way of... Oh, wow! That died! Not even a crit. This game's over. GG. GG, Poltergeist gets 5 kills. Wow. So knocking off the Violate there was huge. It doesn't even matter that he was able to get rid of our... Doesn't even matter that he was able to get rid of our rocks, unless this thing is sashed or maybe scarfed. But I have enough speed to outspeed Scarf Chandelure after Shell Smash. So this thing would have to be Scarf to outspeed me. It does not. Are you Assault Vest? Perhaps? Nope, don't think so. Poltergeist cleans this game as I planned on from the start. Bronzong is still around. Chandelure is still around. This thing... No, I was going to say this thing could have Cursed Body too, but it doesn't get Cursed Body. I freaking love Poltergeist under Aurora Veil, dude. This combination is bonkers. I love it. So I think Bronzong is the only mon left here. Yeah, GG to Jorge. That was this game actually went pretty long. Could have got rid of this thing a long time ago. But all that matters is that we were able to knock off Volibee's Violate, and I was not expecting that to kill, but it definitely did more than 50%. And the fact that he didn't have a Dark-type move means that I should have always been 1v1ing that Volibee with Poltergeist anyways. So, especially after I got rid of the Violate, so... yeah, GG's. There were a lot of threats on his end that he didn't bring. I was really afraid of Phalanx because I just didn't have much for it after it got off a no retreat. He also didn't bring Alolan Eggy. I think I could have dealt with fine. I would have probably wanted to get webs up if Alolan Eggy came, because then I could guarantee that my Guzzlord outspeeds. I could outspeed him with because it would take the webs drop. I can hit him with a Dragon Claw, which should definitely take care of the Alolan Executor, especially after I get a Beast Boost. No Orbeetle was nice, so I didn't have to prioritize my own webs because he had the Rapid Spin and Defog, the double removal on his team. He could have potentially got webs up against me, which would have been bad because I needed Poltergeist to be as fast as possible there to guarantee that it could pull off the sweep in the end. And then not having Tyrantrum made me able to use my Rhydon a lot more liberally because I didn't need to switch in worry about switching things into that. And no Galarian Weezing 2 was really shocking. I don't understand why he didn't bring that, because that meant that honestly Guzzlord probably could have swept too if under certain conditions, because he just didn't have much that could knock it out. Yeah, if I got a kill and had webs up, Guzzlord could have just steamrolled. So yeah. Anyways, GG to Jorge. Go check out his channel if you haven't already. I had a good idea for a thumbnail for him if I managed to pull off the double imprison, but I'm happy that it worked out. That just the single imprison worked out. The fact that he actually rapid spins. He spent an extra turn rapid spinning with Cryogonal there. That was really good for me because it meant that he burned an extra turn of Hail, and he couldn't use Aurora Veil for his team as well, and that's basically what allowed Poltegeist to win the game there in the end. So yeah, go check out his channel if you haven't already. Next week, I honestly do not know who we're playing against, so I'm not even going to bother looking it up. Actually, yes, I do know who we're playing against. We're playing against JV Westside and the Las Vegas Cinderaces, so hopefully we can go 2-0 next week. And yeah, I hope you're looking forward to that one. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel to keep up with all of our Draft League content, and we'll see you for some more low tier action next week.